Is this on? Hello, hello? Is it on? Hopefully it's on. Anyway, hey everybody. This is Rich Moore, and we're doing a live stream, and it is January of 2019. My first live stream for the year. I just wanted to pop on here for a little bit and say hello, and we'll see if anyone's actually, if anybody tunes in today. Be nice. Ooh, there's someone watching. I see an eyeball there. Hey, Melissa. Welcome. This is the first live stream for this year, 2019. And I wasn't really sure what we're going to talk about, but we'll just ramble along and we'll see what happens. Hey, Christina. So as I said, yeah, this is the very first live stream that I'm doing for this year. I did a couple last year, and this is actually being done by request because one of my friends, Jerry, had said, hey, you know, I kind of miss your live streams. And I'm like, really? You see me every other day at work, but he missed it. So here we are doing another live stream. And before we go really too deep into anything, hello, Christina. I want to give a shout out. If anybody's a wrestling fan, I was fairly okay with wrestling and stuff like that, but my brother-in-law is really big on it. He has this amazing podcast that he does that is called Catch, Hook, and Shoot. And what they're doing is on the Royal Rumble, which is next Sunday, that's going to be January 27th, they're actually doing a live streaming event here in Chicago. And I'm going to give them a little bit of a plug here. So if anybody gets a chance, head over to Nighthawk Coffee Bar and Tavern for the, they're going to stream it live on Twitch. And I'm going to throw up the flyer here, if everybody can see that. I'll cover up my face for a minute, but yeah, do a screenshot or see if you can, hopefully everything is nice and clear. But it's over on Kimball, right by the Brown Line. If you're in Chicago, go by and see it live. I'm going to be there. I'll bring the camera with, take some pictures, and see how things turn out. He hasn't really done too many live streams. I think he's doing a test run today on Twitch. So, hey, Mike, good to see you. But yeah, he's doing a live test run today to see how the lighting is at the bar, because I guess they've dedicated a little corner where he can go and do the live stream. He's also doing it with a friend of his, also named Rich. So it should be a lot of fun, So what has everybody done this Sunday? I basically, I went out, ran some errands this morning, got some groceries. It was a bit chilly, definitely a bit chilly. We had our first big major snow of the year over the weekend. And so a lot of people are shoveling out, typical. But yeah, the city didn't really respond immediately when the snow fell, but a lot of people stepped up, and I see a lot of streets are plowed. A lot of sidewalks are fairly clear, so it's good for any of us who are not driving, such as myself. So let's talk about resolutions. I know at the beginning of the year, everybody likes to make resolutions, and has anyone been sticking with the resolutions so far? Hello, Eugene. I see you like the status. I made a couple resolutions, and one of them was to create more content, whether it's my photography, whether it's voiceover work, whether it's the live streams, Instagram, all that stuff. I decided that I don't want to consume as much, but I need to start really creating content. And it's been a bit difficult because I work in a retail establishment, and some of the days have been long. It's just retail. That's the way it is. It's our busy season, actually. So, hey, Natalia. Nice to see you. Donald's here. Hey, Donald. I miss you, man. Miss you, Donald. Hopefully you'll come back to work soon. But yeah, so as far as with resolutions and creating the content, it's been a bit difficult this year for me. But here we are tonight. So we are creating content right now. I'm actually streaming this with my webcam, but I also have my iPhone, the 10R that I switched out, my Android phone. Just got it a couple days ago, so it's recording as well. And so that will go up onto my YouTube channel, and we'll go from there. And I rehooked my microphone, so if anybody can't hear me, let me know. But I think everything should be okay. So yeah, I mean, I didn't make a whole crazy list of resolutions for this year, because honestly, I make them and after a month they're gone. So one of the Rocco's here. Hey, Rocco. One of the major resolutions I made was to really get my financial, the side of me straight, because honestly, I've been screwed up a long time actually with credit. So turns out I actually don't have any credit, since I haven't used credit cards in over 10 years. So apparently I have no credit on record, so I have to start building credit. So what I've done is I went to my bank and I went ahead and got a secured card. And if you don't know what a secured card is, basically you have to set a certain amount of money down. They put that into your card, and that's all you have to spend until you can actually prove that you can pay things back on time and stuff like that. So it's a small step, but hopefully by the middle of a year, I should have some sort of a credit number, and I'll share that with people, or maybe not the exact number, but the roundabout number, and we'll see how things go from there. Brian's here. Hey, Brian. Good to see you. One of the other things is that I'm also trying to really get multiple streams of income coming in. And one of them is with a financial company called Econ. And what they do is they actually will help you with getting your credit fixed. And also they will help you with taxes and stuff. And a couple other programs that they have. But I joined up with Econ basically for the credit repair and getting a higher credit score, because who knows what's going to happen. I mean, I really don't see myself buying a house, but you never know. I might want to actually buy a car. And without decent credit, you're going to have a lot of difficulty. And in fact, sometimes new jobs and stuff will check your credit score. I don't know if they can really use that as a determining factor as to whether or not to hire you, but I know that is something that they can do, and some people have done that. So I set up my separate Facebook account, my backup to this account, with the Econ information. So you'll see me with the tie and the suit coat and stuff like that. So if you're on that site, you'll know it's going to be pretty much geared towards any type of business type of work I'm doing. I'm also really trying to push my photography again. It's been quite a while. I've got some new lighting equipment. In fact, actually, the studio is being lit by one of the lights that my Secret Santa got for me this year. So I really do appreciate that. And it's good to have some tangible equipment that I can actually start doing some stuff. Before I was just only doing things with my phone, and that was fine for a while, but I can't do professional headshots without equipment, and I'm starting to accumulate equipment again, so I like that. What else? Yeah, really, those are my main thrusts this year, is getting credit back in line and really start doing more content creation. And whether that involves just doing videos, doing photography, I really would like to go ahead and start picking up the pencils again and start sketching. I did that in the beginning of last year and got a bit discouraged. I got a couple of negative comments about what I was putting up, and I sort of got a little discouraged on that. And that sometimes happens to me. So I need to really just not care what people think and just carry on from there. So Eileen is here. Hey. So one thing that happened to me today was pretty exciting, and I'd actually forgotten I'd ordered this. I consume a lot of video content, and there's a lot of different websites that I go to which involve photography. And one of them is a gentleman named Sean Tucker, and he's from overseas. I want to say he's from England. I could be wrong. I'm sure I'll get corrected as to where he's from, but he's got a nice website, or a YouTube channel and a website, where he does a lot of photography. He does some work as far as teaching and what his motivations are for photography, but also he's got a lot of philosophy as well. And one thing I learned about him that it actually intrigued me, and has some connection with me as well, is that when he was younger, he had joined the priesthood, and he was studying to be a pastor, and apparently that fell through, and he actually just decided to not do that. I thought that was very interesting, and it's sort of the way he talks in his videos, it sort of reflects his teachings, of the priesthood teachings, because I can remember growing up, that go to church on Sundays, and the priest would give their homily, and it was very structured. And the way that Sean's way he talks in his videos, it's also very structured as well. So anyway, he usually puts out, well, he put out a book last year, which sold out of his photography. And he had, I'm sorry, not last year, but the year before, he called it Collections 1. And so Collections 2 came out, and I was like, okay, well, you know, it's $20 and it's a good cause. So I figured I'd pick it up. And it arrived today. So I totally forgot about it. And I was going to do an unboxing, but it's, you know, everybody's doing unboxings of their mail and stuff like that. So I'm just like, I'm not going to do that. So I just want to show it to you real quick. So it arrived in an envelope, and this is Sean Tucker's collection, part 2. It's a very nice small book, and it is, I think he said it was 2 by 2, something like that. Anyway, a little picture on the back. Oops. But yeah, it's a matte finish, which I like, and he's got quite a bit of photographs in here. Here's a quick sample. I'm not going to show all of them out, but yeah, he's got a lot of black and white work, but he also has a bunch of color as well. Now his images are very contrasty, which that's another thing that I like as well. I'm very much into a lot of contrast, so you can see here that some good images. But very nice book. I was very, very pleased to get this book. And what's really nice, and it was a very nice touch, is with the book, he actually included a card, and it's a thank you card. You know, a lot of times you don't get that when you order a book. You basically will get a receipt saying that you paid for it and stuff, but it's an actual thank you card, and he has some text on the back. So it says, "It's people like you supporting in the ways that you do, which make what I do possible. So with genuine gratitude, thank you, Sean Tucker." And I think that was just very classy. Can't say thank you enough. It's a nice little book. I like it. If you get a chance, go in and check out his site. I will try to put a link in the description so that you guys can go ahead and follow him. So, yeah. So, let's see, what else? What else? Yeah, I mean, basically, I'm just trying to think about producing more content. Oh, a lot of people are probably wondering, well, why did you upgrade your phone? I know some people have asked me that already, but the reason I decided to pick the iPhone as opposed to an Android phone again, excuse me, I had a Samsung phone, and it had 16 gigs of storage space and only 2 gigs of RAM. Not a great phone for doing any type of content creation. And the camera was kind of, I'll be honest, it was kind of crap. So I didn't like it. And I came from an iPhone before. In fact, the last iPhone I had was the iPhone 6S. And I thought it was a very good phone. It was well made. And so now I picked up the iPhone XR, the red version and stuff like that. And, you know, I love it. It's taken some really great pictures, and the video quality is very good. I can actually do buttery smooth slow motion, which is what I've been trying to accomplish with some of the videos that I've done. So, hello Marisol, good to see you. But yeah, so that's the main reason why I picked up the new phone, because I want to actually do more videos, and I figure with higher quality camera, I will actually be more enticed to do more videos. So that's what I would do. In fact, actually earlier today I went downtown. It was a little chilly, to be honest, walking around downtown with my regular SLR or DSLR and the new iPhone and stuff like that. Very difficult to take a picture when you're shivering and when your hands are freezing. Just very difficult for that. Anyway. So, yeah, I think that is... I think we're caught up on everything. I think we are, yeah. Oh, I'll give you a little update on the studio space. So, some things have been going on in my life, and so the dining room that I have, I'm converting it into a very small, very, very small, like a little place where I can do some videos. So right now we're in my bedroom, which is doubling as the backdrop to any type of voiceover work that I do. So we're going to go ahead and try to do some videos from that room. I'm going to try to figure out some way of doing something on the wall for some decoration or some, just to make it not just a plain blank wall. So we'll see what I can do with that. One of the things is I can't really put things permanently on the wall. I can't put holes in the wall. I might be able to hang some stuff, but I have to make sure that there's no like residual gunk left on the walls once I take the posters or whatever off. So that's one of the things I'm going to be working on, but that'll be coming up in the next couple of months. I didn't run into, but my old friend from growing up, Chokti, my next door neighbor from when I was very, very young, he stopped in to town for the weekend. I think it was last weekend, and we met up for coffee, and it was such a great meeting. Very inspirational when he comes by. We caught up on each other's lives because the last time I had seen him was before I went to Delaware. And for those of you who don't know my Delaware adventure, we'll get into that eventually. So we caught up on all that stuff, and basically he invited me to come down in the springtime to Boston. So I think I'm definitely going to take him up on that because I've never been to Boston. So far I've been to Puebla, Mexico. I've been to the Dominican Republic, and I've been obviously to Wisconsin, but I've been to Delaware, but I've never been to Boston. So I think it's something to look forward to. So I think springtime we'll probably maybe do a live stream or some live video out that way too. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, it is about 7:43, so I want to go ahead. I'm going to cut this short right now, but I want to go ahead and check out Catch, Hook, and Shoot. I know, like I said, he's doing his trial run tonight, and I think he started it right at 7:30, so I'm assuming he's going to be on for a little bit. I'm going to go onto Twitch and try to check that out and see how it looks. But we're going to put the card back up again. If you guys can, please tune in on Twitch for this. Catch, Hook, Shoot, twitch.tv/Catch, Hook, Shoot. It's the Royal Rumble viewing party. If you're in Chicago, stop by Nighthawk Coffee Bar. It's a small little place. Maybe we may have a chance to fill it up. Who knows? But yeah, I'm going to be there. I will bring the camera. Might be there a little bit late because I'll be getting out of work probably around 5, and it starts at 6. But I will definitely be there for